Alright, YouTube fam, welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday the 11th of January. We are back on stream, ready to get it going again. I'm just going to get Zoom set up quickly. I've just managed to jump on. Just got back from the gym. Just jumped in a quick cold shower when it's 5 p.m. here in Australia. When I jump on the London, I need to wake up. So I had to go for a workout and go for a cold shower and get ready for the trading day. I haven't done ice baths yet. Maybe in 2024 will be the year we start getting into ice baths a little bit more. But I like cold showers. So maybe this year we'll start doing some cold plunges a little bit more. I don't know if anyone here does that, but it looks pretty good to me. I like cold showers. Cold showers get me ready for the trading session. Alright, I've just let everyone on Zoom know we are live. Andrew Tate says ice baths are useless. I don't know if he said they're useless. I think he said that he thought it was like stupid or something, which I think is pretty stupid in itself. He's saying ice baths are stupid while sat in a hot tub. I was like, why are ice baths any more stupid than being in a hot tub? I didn't think he said it was useless though. But there's a lot of science behind the recovery of ice baths, so they're certainly not useless. Yeah, it was a pretty funny video, to be honest. A lot of people were giving him a little bit, not that I'm sure he gives a shit, but a lot of people were giving him hate for that, because I think it's a bit stupid. 9 AM here in South Africa. Also just came from the gym. Good man, putting in that work before going on the charts. That's what you guys need to do. If you roll out of bed and go straight on the charts, you're not doing yourself a favor. I'll let Zoom guys join and then we'll run down gold. Obviously we got CPI tonight, which gold has been waiting for all week. We can see the markets are just starting to wake up. So cool, thank you Path. I've been traveling and trading for like over 3 years now, which was very cool. That's only when when I started sharing my YouTube journey, I was like a year into traveling and trading. I traveled much more in trading before that, but I annoyingly never documented it before until I started making the YouTube videos. I traveled all around Europe, went to Oslo, Portugal. Where else did I go? Italy, Spain, loads of places. Traveled and traded around Europe for a long time. And that's how I like to spend my trading days. I still do love traveling and trading, but it's nice to have a little home base now as well. Alright, I'll let everyone in on Zoom. I think everyone's here. Admit all. Share screen. Alright. Cool. I think everyone is here. What's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday.
Hey man.
Hey man, how's it going? Still joining. Good morning, good evening. Good morning, Mario. Good morning, man. Yeah, evening for me. 5 p.m. here. Which is saying I just got back from the gym and had to jump straight into a cold shower to get me ready for this this London session. Hey, all good day. What's going on, guys? 3 p.m. in Hong Kong. Victor, very nice, man. 3 p.m. is a pretty cool time. Cold shower, but it don't mean sharps the rain. Yeah, absolutely. I need it when it's press records. Thank you. Yeah, I need it when it's 5 p.m. here in London time. I tried to trade a little bit in New York last night, but I fell asleep whilst watching my laptop. I was like, this is not what I should be doing. Guten Tag. Good morning, man. But you travelled to show off the lifestyle and freedom or you do it because you truly like traveling and visiting new places? Oh, no, I just like traveling and making travel content. I enjoy making travel content more than I do making like trade breakdowns or something. Cold shower, I'll have to go for a swim and do it at 5:30 tomorrow. Yeah, it's good, man, it's good. And just like at the end of your shower or something, like before you come on the charts, man, put it on, blast it on cold for like a minute or so. But it's become to a point where it's not actually cold enough anymore. So this year I'm gonna try to get into ice baths a little bit more and cold plunges. I've never done that, but I want to get into it more. Oh, look at that, Joe's joining. 2 people are joining. I'll give it a couple more minutes. I think everyone's almost here, and then we'll jump in. Obviously, we have CPI today, which the markets have been waiting for all week. You can pretty much see on the markets, Tuesday, since the start of the year, was the only real volatile move in the markets. Since Tuesday last week, the 2nd of Jan, the markets have done, on a higher time frame perspective, absolutely nothing. So today is what we have been waiting on. There are travel YouTubers that make a fortune. You should make a channel of traveling and try stuff. Yeah, I'd like to, man. Yeah, I like doing it on I like doing it on my channel now. I like combining it with traveling and trading. I got some more travel planned this year, so I'll definitely start doing more. It's pretty fun to do. I like making the travel videos. I can't speak. You can speak, Joe. Avoid the exposing. You should be able to speak if you really want to. There you go.
Oh, hey man.
Hey man, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, I'm exposing.
Best in the business. Ready to learn some early in the UK. Good man. All right, let's do it. I think everyone's here. We'll jump into some analysis, and then I will answer your guys' questions. So obviously we have CPI today. Into the US session, which is going to be hey Aled, what's going on, man? It's going to be a very, very volatile day, and we have a lot of opportunities today on gold. So I'm gonna get rid of all these levels. I'm gonna get rid of all this analysis. We'll start from scratch here on gold. Let's delete absolutely everything. Oh wait, there's 2 people in the waiting room. Scott and Matt, join them. We're recording anyway. So we'll do a little bit of quick top down here on gold. Oh, look at this weekly. This weekly is quite interesting actually. And I'll get rid of this because we'll literally go from a brand new today. So on the weekly time frame on gold, you know, we're trading anywhere from like 2075 all the way back down into, you know, 2020-ish, and that's kind of your overall range here. So last week on gold, you know, you closed bearish, but you found some support. You know, gold's never going to tap off support once and just push higher. You're always going to come down, re-grab the lows before then potentially pushing higher. I still think you're going to spike down a little bit more here on gold, and I'll show you guys where I believe we could spike down to. So on the daily, as we already know, we have this triple bottom down here, and we have this very, very big level of support. Apologies, YouTube guy, I wasn't even showing my screen. My bad. You guys on Zoom see my screen? Yeah, you can. Yeah, cool. My bad. Apologies. But I was just saying, yeah, this is the double bottom on gold where I believe we could tap into before potentially seeing a run up or break this and, you know, come back down and retest 2000. So I'll put on our key levels. What's up, Mark? What's going on, man? I'll put on our key levels of 2000 because this is a potential area of where gold could tap into. Now, like I say, I don't use fibs anymore for day trading, but just to get an overall idea from low to high, because you know you're still in this overall bullish uptrend. Just because you've had this correction doesn't mean you're just going to dump back down. So potential reversal regions on gold to continue pushing higher is around 2000, and shorts into this support is going to be very, very nice today, because you can imagine anyone who is buying gold even yesterday off this rejection, where's their stop loss going to be? It's going to be right below this low here, looking for this huge play up. So for me today, I am very confident that you will see gold off the back of CPI come back down to maybe even 2010-ish. I'm just going to adjust it to this resistance, maybe somewhere like that is probably fine. It doesn't really matter. That's probably a pretty good level to watch gold to come down to, and anyone who's trying to buy gold right now is very likely going to get stopped out. Now, if we are going to see shorts today on gold back down into this support, where could this top wick push into before the potential push down? So if you have a look on Wednesday and on Tuesday, what did you not do? You never really grabbed any previous daily highs. So I believe if you're going to see a push down on gold, you are... Don't forget to record the Zoom too. See, even if someone on YouTube said don't forget to record the Zoom, we are recording. Even if you're going to see a push down today on gold, you're very likely going to have to grab liquidity above previous daily highs to be able to have that push back down. So that's the daily. I think the daily is going to push up a little bit more here, and you very well could push up into here still. So as we drop down, we're kind of painting the picture a little bit more. Why would we potentially tap into here and not just tap into here? Well, the same to the bottom. If you take a look at gold, like this is your big resistance. So you have to imagine, if anyone is looking to take a big short trade on gold off this support, looking for this play back down to 2000, and you've rejected like this and failed to continue pushing down, where's their stop loss going to be? Their stop loss is probably just going to be somewhere above this resistance. So it's very possible that you could see CPI today have some crazy whipsaw price action and do something like this, and that would give you a pretty incredible trade. And for us in London, I wouldn't mind continuing to buy gold back up into these highs. Bottom wick a little bit more, buying gold back up into these highs is still 100 ticks away, which is amazing. You've seen Asia have a very, very nice run up today. You've come down, you found some support, grabbed the lows, failed to close below the support of the 4 hour, continued to push up. A very, very nice move. Obviously, this daily has no bottom wick either, which is great. So as soon as you start top wicking around these highs, you could be looking for something like this, like you did on NFP, like we spoke about last Thursday on stream. You're going to wick out the highs and come back down and continue flipping bearish. You could do something exactly like this today during CPI. And because the markets have been so quiet leading up to this news, I expect it's going to be a very, very volatile today. So if you guys have no experience trading news, don't worry, just sit and observe and watch it on the sidelines. But I'm going to give you guys the liquidities level, so at least you know what to look for leading up to that news. CP lies. So that is liquidity level to the highs. Now look at this push on gold. This is an incredible push up during Asia, and this is a reason why you never trade against the trend, especially on a day when there's news. Because if you start looking for shorts around here, the amount of people who would have short here, tried to short here, thinking, it must push back down, but it's like, why must it push back down? There's no reason for it to push back down. On news days, this can just keep creeping its way all the way up into these highs, leaving little to no bottom hourly wicks. And then when the news comes out, then you can retrace the whole move. But you don't want to be, trying to call the tops on gold on a news day in a bullish market. There was amazing long opportunities yesterday in the US session of this huge support. You wick the lows, close bullish, wick the lows again. You could be looking for longs from here, stops down there, and you have that nice push. I spoke about some shorts in Discord today in Asia for a little scalp down from these highs to come and grab some previous 30 lows. I think it was around a 15 to, what was it? What did you hit? Yeah, maybe like a 15 tick bottom wick to grab previous lows before re-pushing back higher. Amazing. I know Mark got some buys from here as well up into this double top after grabbing the lows, which was also a few of the guys did actually, apologize, not just Mark. A few of you guys got the buys from here in Asia, which was also a very, very nice trade. So as it stands right now, we are there. I don't know what that means. As of right now, we are obviously very, very bullish. Now, if we take a look on the hourly, where could we come back down to before potentially ripping this high? Because although I think gold's going to come up here, I don't think you're going to just keep pushing up. You could, but expect at least an hourly bottom wick like you did here. Bottom wick into these lows before pushing higher. You could probably bottom wick somewhere into these. If you don't get the bottom wick, you'll probably just keep pushing higher. But if you do get the bottom wick, where could it be into? Probably back into here. But you've already done it. You've broken above bottom wick and now still pushing higher. So we'll have to see if this hourly respects or breaks this high. If you respect this high, because this candle here failed for the first time today to close above the previous. So if you fail to close above the previous hourly high, here you close above the previous high, you keep pushing up. Here you fail to close above, you may start to dip back down a little bit more here on gold. I mean, yeah, look, 4 hour, again, has already closed above and already bottom wicked into this level. So do you really need to come down and test this one more time? It doesn't really need to. It kind of already has. You've already broken above this level, bottom wicked and pushed higher and starting to re-break the highs for like 30 ticks. So any short trades would be very quickly outlived. You may get some short trades back down into this low, but you know, you grab the lows, you push higher. You grab the lows, you push higher. You grab the lows, you push higher. So you've kind of liquidated all necessary lows before a push up. The only low that you could come and grab before this continuation would possibly be this one here. But if you break this high here, again, you'll just keep creeping higher. All the way probably back up into this resistance will be the next level before you start to top out and have to create a bottom wick before pushing all the way back up into here. So this is kind of going to be your overall big juicy range for the day of 65-ish ticks, which is amazing. Two guys in the waiting room. Let me just have a quick look at your guys' questions. Has to grab some highs before we short, which is when would it look like if it's too bullish into when can we enter?
When we look something like this, as they like, if we look at this previous high, it hasn't grabbed any previous highs before, so it's a weak high, and most people would be shorting on this area, like onto the side, but we would be going long after grabbing some lows.
Yeah, I think you're gonna. Yeah, I think overall today you'll keep pushing up into here, because yeah, a lot of people would have been shorting this, stop above there, looking for this huge jackpot play back down. So yeah, before CPI, yeah, if you start grabbing these highs, I could give you some amazing shorts today.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely, man. Grab some highs before we can short. When would it look like if it was too bullish? Right now it's too bullish. Like I say, if you try and short gold on a day before CPI, it can just keep pushing up and it can squeeze you out all day, like we can see we're kind of doing. Like look how bullish this is. If you were trying to short this today, you think, oh, it has to pull back down, but on news days it doesn't. It could take all the way into the news, and I've seen it so many times. And then before you know it, the news can come out and just send it straight back down, and then it can come and grab all the lows. But leading up to that news, you could just creep pushing all the way up. You kind of got some resistance here as well. We did bounce off in Asia. I think this looks like a pretty nice level. Resistance broke above support. Resistance, support. Yeah, this looks like a pretty nice level. Maybe if you start tapping into here, that might be enough of a level to start giving it a little bit more of a bottom wick. And you may be able to take advantage of that, but only if it still kind of follows the intraday plan of still grabbing some highs. On TV, I can't link. No idea, man. I have no idea. I don't know how I tell. Let me see info. Here. There you go. Can you use another color for the risk reward tool if it's a real trade? Oh, these are, yeah, these ones here, these are just demo trades. These are fake trades. If it's a real trade, then it'll be a different color. Have you just left the little double top there? Yeah, you have. So you got a double top there now on gold, which is nice. If you start grabbing some longs, if anything, it makes sense just to keep buying it. Like the stream, guys. Yeah, like the stream. Drop a little like. 80 people watching and only 8 likes. That's not good enough. Not good enough. Yeah, Asia has been on an absolute beautiful run today. Just a huge run. I mean on TV. Very nice, man. Good man. There was buying opportunities even from like here, which I believe Mark got. Like this. Some of the other guys got this. Which came down, grabbed the lows, had a double top, boom, lovely push. You go break even up into here, you secure like 10, job done. I might have been thinking about starting Top Step, but it's a bit confusing because on MetaTrader I can set stop loss and TP with business calculator and be consistent. I'm not sure what contract size to use. Yeah, you can use bracket orders or an ATM strategy to still set up stop loss and TP exactly the same as what you would on like FX, for example. I made a video as well, the latest video about position sizing on gold as well. And I did another video about position sizing on gold, S&P, Nasdaq, and I think oil, because they're all very different. So if you trade one contract on gold and then trade one contract on Nasdaq or S&P, it's going to be very different. But if you do it on TradingView, you can trade. Sorry, if you trade on Top Step, you can log in on TradeAvate, and then you can execute the trades right through here. And you can set orders, and it will literally tell you the dollar risk amount as you drag and drop the stop loss and TP as well. So you can just do it all through TradingView. You don't even have to worry about MetaTrader. I find MetaTrader so old, whereas you can literally on futures just trade straight through here. I personally prefer to have it separate, but in terms of just getting used to it, pick TradeAvate as the platform and just log into TradingView. It's probably going to be the easiest. I made again another video on that as well on how to set them all up. Yeah, that's gold for the day. I think we have a very interesting and big day to come on gold today. You're gonna have some very big moves. Like I said yesterday, I don't trade Euro USD, but it's the most highly traded pair in any of the FX world, and you can see for this entire week you've been trapped within NFP high and low. So now you're coming for the highs. What does that mean? If you come for the highs before the news, what's next? The lows. But it's nice to see yesterday. You've had the first strong push of the week, and what does that mean? It means most people will be trying to buy Euro USD, buy gold, and before you know it, if most people are trying to buy there, you're very likely to see something like this. It woke up at 1 AM just to soak up your great analysis and wisdom about gold. Thank you. Awesome. Pleasure to have you on the stream. 1 AM, that's a grind. On that London grind. Trading gold on a 100k funded account. Yesterday I lost 2% because of the spread got me scared at 5 lot size. Do you recommend trading gold on funded accounts? Do funded accounts provide futures trading? I don't know what. Well, yeah, if you trade on Top Step, you don't futures. You don't deal with spread. So Top Step is a funding that's pinned to the chat as well, which is a funded futures firm. Took my brain a little bit to work out how to say funded and futures at the same time, but we got there. So yeah, if you trade on futures, you don't have to deal with spreads all the time. Just joined. What you looking for, bro? Just go back and watch it, man. It'd be too lengthy to go back and explain it to everyone. You can just go back and skip back on the YouTube video. I've given all the breakdowns. I'm just waiting for the 30 close here on gold to see where we look to take the next 30. I'd love for it to have a little pullback before potentially pushing higher. Yeah, Brian, overall, man, yeah, absolutely. So, initially, dollar weakness to continue pushing up into here. And then as that news comes down, we'll be looking to take it back down there. Obviously, depending on how the news comes out, but this is the technical outlook. Euro USD, which is basically the dollar index, come and grab NFP highs, and then you could be looking to play it back down into the sellers, into the downside, and potentially all the way back down into here. It's interesting to see EU as the most volatile pair still being trapped within NFP highs and lows, and you could already see gold has already rinsed every single side of NFP, like I said on the market call the other day. This is why we love gold so much. So this was the NFP move. People see this close bullish, jump in long, straight back down. People try jump in longs again here, you'll grab these highs and push straight back down. So we've got 4 minutes to 30 is going to close. If you re-break these highs, which is looking like you're going to, you're probably going to keep pushing up. What's your weighting? What tool is that you're using the market on a high? I just use a trend line like this. I just use the trend line tool, but I have it as dotted. I have it as dotted because then it helps me understand what is liquidity levels, and if I want to draw on an actual trend line, I'll just do it like this. Which is actually a pretty nice trend line coming down here. Oh, look at that Goldie on the upswing move. This is what I said. Don't try and short gold. You can just keep pushing up all day long. If I'll look to short into a bottom wick only once you get some decent liquidity grabs and close bearish. Other than that, anyone who's trying to short CPI will just get squeezed out all day long. And then before you know it, you get squeezed out all the way up into here, and then boom, news comes out, gold to 2000, and that'll be your trade. So if we can look for opportunities to keep buying gold, amazing. Loyalty buds, yeah, good man. Good to hear, Alad. 70 step, reduce the current price. If so, what's the code? Yeah, just follow the link in it. It's automatic. It's automatic, man. There was a code to get an account for like $29 the other day, but I believe it has finished now. The code was New Year 2024, but I believe it's finished now. You could have picked up an account for very, very cheap. How much was it? It was very, very cheap. Yeah, $24 for a 50k account per month until you pass. Want to be travel trader like you, bro? Good man, Spence, make it happen, man. It's not that difficult to do. Just get that consistency. Get some funding behind you or personal capital, and you can make it happen. You don't need to make like thousands a month to be able to go travel and trading. £40 for a 50k account. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, £40 is fucking incredible. It's done on 5. I got one. Yeah, good man. Good man. Good man. Good man. Yeah, this is a huge run today. If you want a continuation play on gold, you need something like this, and like this, and like this. Grab the lows, keep pushing higher. Grab the lows, double top. That one was even nicer. Boom. Another retreat this year. Yeah, man, we have the Bali retreat in May. Bali retreat in May, man. Yeah, May. We're supposed to have Top Golf in February. I called them today, and I don't know if it's going to be able to go ahead, which is very annoying. But we'll do something else if it doesn't. Another, yeah, maybe. I have to, maybe towards the end of the year, I have to see what my schedule is like and see if people would actually want to do it. If there's enough people that would want to do a retreat that can't make the Bali one, then yeah, I would like to. I'd like to do another one. I'm in, yeah, nice, yeah. Top's trying to reach out. To use a question. Yeah, I'll check Discord, man. Yeah, I will have a look. Sorry, I mean to get back to everyone's messages when I can. I have a good look. Send me just another message, man. Just a word or anything that'll pop up to the top, and I'll get it for you, man. Trading retreat? You mean business trip? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There you go. Gold closing bullish on the 30. A chance of drawing the long run gold? Yeah, if you come and grab some lows, you can, like this or like this. You can keep running. You've got double bottom here now, so you can't take it just yet. If we grab these lows, yeah, I'll keep buying gold. Need to know Bali retreat info. Well, the Bali one is fully booked out now, but I will try and do another one if people want to do it. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe September time. September, yeah. Oh, nice one, Andy. I'll reply to your message after this, man. Any bunker beds? No, all gone, man. All gone, unfortunately. Victor, nah, no. I have no thoughts on the location, to be honest, man. If we were to do another one, I would do it somewhere different. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to. Oh, look at this Audi. Feel free to send them over. 35.71. 35.71. Oh, this one here? This one? Yeah, I would like to see it. Yeah, I'd like to see it go much higher. I'd like to see it go much higher than that. Singapore, yeah, that would be cool. Mallorca, yeah, I've been to Mallorca. Vietnam, Dubai. Yeah, any excuse to go back to Vietnam. Private islands with a yacht. I mean, if everyone sells gold today on CPI, we should be able to all chip in and get a private island or a private yacht for the week. On the 30. Oh, sorry, I was in the hourly. Let me go 30. 35.71. Yeah, what's that? Is that this one? Yeah, definitely. Because that was what did you not do before that push down? Why have I got it like that? Let me change this. You didn't re-grab the highs before this whole push down. So there, yeah, that's a very nice level. That's why you're actually, it's a nice spot. You're grabbing these highs and instantly rejecting. If you start closing back below here, you could look for gold to have a little bit of a retracement. Probably be a half risk trade because we're overall bullish, but yeah, because you've now grabbed these highs, you start closing back below here, which is part 2. Amazing. That can be a little intraday play. Absolutely. And that's a nice spot, man. I like that. Good spot, man. You don't really have a private island before on the wrong YouTuber. Yeah, I do. Secretly. Secret private island. What's your thoughts on Dubai? I have a friend who just came back from Dubai and Bali while trading. Said there were so many traders out in Dubai. Yeah, I've never been to Dubai. I would like to go at some point. Yeah, I haven't been. I've been to Bali. I went to Bali this year for the first time. That was cool. Very nice place. Very chill. Dubai is interesting. Yeah, I don't know what I would. It's just like I feel like I know what to expect from Dubai. Hot weather and cars. I don't know if it's really my scene. Well, there is some rooftop pools in Dubai that do look absolutely insane. Way more yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there is, man. Yeah, I'm sure there is. It's never really been somewhere that's been on my... Alright, yeah, I think that's the one you told me about. Let me see. I think that's the one you told me about. Should then people think, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you still got a yeah, that's the one. Yeah, alright, yeah, it's incredible. Skyfall, yeah, it's ridiculous. 360. Yeah, see, I would love to go do stuff like that. It looks absolutely insane. That's like a once in a lifetime thing to do. It looks fucking incredible. Do you trade news? Yeah, I'll take a trade in news. As long as I have liquidity levels, yeah, I'll take a trade in news. No problem at all. As long as there's clear levels to trade into. You know, like if you start coming to grab some highs up here and leave all these lows, then yeah, I would absolutely trade news. Brother lives in Dubai, nice place to visit, but not ideal to live there, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, Harry. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to live there, or maybe for like a couple of months of the year. Buy gold now, pull back. Now it hasn't. I just said it has to grab 30 lows before you can buy gold. It's not grabbed anything. It's literally, it goes against everything that we trade. You have to grab the lows before you can take the trade. That's the continuation liquidity play. Dubai just lovely. Yeah, it's lots of mixed feelings about it. We thoughts about Thailand, especially Bangkok and Phuket. Yeah, I like Thailand. I've been to Thailand a few times. I've probably been enough times now, though. I think there's other cooler places to explore. But don't jump into gold buys. Look at the hourly. You're at a massive hourly level of support and resistance. If you wanted to buy gold, gold buys were here. If you buy gold now, you're buying gold at resistance. The buys were here. Broke above, retest and pushed higher. This is a big level of resistance. If anything, if this 30 closes bearish, you want to be looking for it to just play this little range. Morning, guys. Good morning, Vivian. Sorry, man.
Do you think that's enough of a little grab? Because it has taken her out.
Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah, I think it might be. Yeah. I reckon it could be. You know? I reckon it could be. Is this live trading? No, this is this happened yesterday. This is all yesterday's moves. This is all yesterday's demo moves.
Resistance there also, you know, so they...
Yeah. That's what I think you need to come and grab, yeah. Come and grab these.
Yeah.
These.
Cool. Stop drawing.
That's all good, man. Plan to visit South America at some point? Used to live in Chile. Yeah, I would like to, yeah. I've never really been to South America, yeah. That would be cool. I think I want to go to lots of new places this year. Explore some different places. One of the coolest places I went to was I went to Istanbul, and it was not somewhere I would have ever imagined going, but it was a very cool place. I like to go to some places that you wouldn't think of going, and just seeing what it's like. And it was actually Istanbul ended up being beautiful. I have a visa to live in Brazil for 6 months of the year. Never been yet. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I've never been to Brazil. That'd be cool though. What's Australia like? Seen any sharks or spiders? I have seen plenty of spiders. I had one snake. in my garden last year. No, this year. Sorry, no, last year, 2023. We had a big snake come into our garden. I haven't seen any sharks, but it is always a worry when you go in the sea. Although I'm sure it's very unlikely, when you go for a swim in the sea in Australia, it's very hard to not think about I might get eaten by a shark today. When you first started in trading, how much capital was that and where did you get it? I had a full-time job. While I was a student, my first capital came from when I was a student. It was like £2,500. I blew that, and then my accounts after that came from funding and a job. Will you trade live sometimes or mostly recap? Yes, nah, we'll trade live, man. We'll trade live. We took this trade live on Tuesday. I'm hoping to get some trades today. Obviously, it's CPI, so it's going to be difficult today, but I would like to get some buys on gold. Tuesday was a great trade. Yesterday ran up before we'd even had a chance to even think about it. And hopefully today we'll get a nice move. Everything's slow, lots of pipe time, but depends. The best, yeah, yeah, I would imagine that. Yeah, Brazil would be cool though. Brazil would be very cool. If you have one, you'll lose that. Oh no. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, fuck yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it'd be amazing, man. Or did I go do some crazy drugs in the jungle or something? We'll go do an ayahuasca trip or something. Japan would be epic. Yeah, I'd love to go to Japan. Yeah, Japan's on my list to go to this year. Good morning. Wake up, see my overnight trade. We close 2035. Lovely. 2022 to 35 is a great trade. So 22, you got it from down here off this support yesterday, up into 35. Yeah, beautiful trade. Lovely, lovely trade. You'll probably squeeze up a little bit more, but you know, 130 ticks, amazing. Amazing, amazing. Amazing. Kyoto, let me have a look, man. We're going to get the 15 closed in a second. I'm going to drop back to the 15, and we'll see how this closes. Hi Aaron, out of interest, why didn't you take the short after it grabbed the high and closed below? In this area, do you mean after grabbing this high here and starting to close below? On like the 5 or something? Yeah. So if it closes below on the 5, which I don't know if it did. No, it didn't really. But you can see, because the 30 is so bullish, I would need a 30 closure. Because the 30 is broken above the level, so although it has grabbed the highs, you need a 30 closure below. If the 30 closes below, then, you know, amazing, we can take some sells. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for. But as long as it stands, you know, you could be breaking above, just retesting and still go higher. So if you take shorts too early before it closes below, you'll get trapped in the wrong side. So it hasn't actually closed below just yet. If it does close below this level, amazing. See, even on the 15, you're broken above, retested, haven't yet closed below. But this will be our level that if we do start closing below this, we can be looking for sales back down into here. It's great, opens a lot of stretch of perspective on life. Yeah, I'd like to do that, man. Yeah, I'd like to do that at some point. I'd love to do that when I'm ready. Is it possible to add some of your own money into a funded account? No, you can't add your own money into a funded account, but you can trade personal and funded on at the same time. Today we eating, absolutely. To grab a higher low, I just mean to wick it out and close back into the level. Like Tuesday's trade. Grab these highs, close back below, and that was our short. What I mean by grabbing is just wicking out, grabbing the liquidity and closing back below the resistance, and then taking this sell. Like here, grabs the highs, pushes down, grabs the lows, pushes higher. need to wait for the high time frame close, or when the 5 minute is enough to avoid jumping early. Yeah, well, I mean, you never, the 5 minute is never used for direction. The 5 minute is just for executing what's happening on like the hourly and 30. So right now the hourly is bullish. So if you see the hourly is bullish, you start taking sales on the 5 minute. You're trying to predict too much. So the only time I drop down to the 5 minute is once I have confirmation on the hourly or 30. So pretty much for me here right now, if this 30 closes below, amazing, that's my confirmation that I can go on the 5 and start looking for some sells. But I never just open the charts and go straight to the 5. I have to have confirmation on the hourly that it might be time for me to look to scale down to the 5. Same as this trade here, it grabbed the highs and on like the 15, as soon as it was being grabbed, then I dropped down to the 5. Yeah, if you open your charts and go straight to the 5, you will find it very, very hard to find a direction. 1 minute will be bullish, next minute will be bearish, but if you have your confirmation and you wait for the trade, which for me right here is if gold closes bearish on the 30 below this level, I can look for sells. So once I get that, amazing, then I can go down to the 5. So yeah, you just want to, you don't ever want to do direction off the 5. I mean, you could, but I think you're going to get better trades and a better win rate. Because look at this is so much noise. There's that much noise in this 5 minutes that I'm not even watching it. I'll only watch it once I get confirmation on this 30. This is a nice triple bottom here now as well. Get tripped up, which time frame to rely on and take a trade. Yeah, to focus on the 5. Yeah, it's very, very easy to get so sucked in on the 5, but honestly, only drop to the 5 minute once you have confirmation on the higher time frame. Same as this trade I took yesterday, just before, what was this? About what, 10:15-ish London time? 15 closed below, amazing. Then I can start going down to the 5 and looking for the sells. So this is your level right now. If the 15 closes below, amazing. Then you can go to the 5 and start looking for the sells. But the higher time frame, you guys who are intraday trading, 30 and hourly is the most important. And then the 5 minute is just for execution based off the direction that you've already painted the picture on the hourly and 30. So if the 30 closes bearish, when I drop down to the 5, I'm only looking for sells. I won't be blind trying to look for buys, because I've had it many of times where the 5 minute will be looking bearish or bullish. I'll miss a trade or I'll get stopped out. I'll go zoom out to the hourly or 30 and be like, fuck, why did I not see how obvious that was? It's because you get so zoomed in on the 5. Yeah, minimum, Harry. Yeah, I'd say wait for confirmation on the 15 minimum. I think that's probably good enough. It depends how, like right now it's a little bit choppy. You can even see here on the 15 how choppy it is and how rangy it is. So I just will, like with top-down analysis, but I'll do like down-up analysis. I'll keep zooming out until whichever time frame looks the most cleanest. Right now this 15 is going bullish, doji, bearish, doji, bullish, doji, doji, doji. So if I see that, I'm like, cool, but there's nothing really on the 15, so I'm probably going to need to wait for a 30 closure. And on the 30, it's looking much cleaner. So I'll kind of zoom out until whichever time frame is looking the cleanest. Like when you do top-down analysis, but scale back up when lower time frames aren't making sense as well. Yeah, 30's much cleaner. 30's much cleaner. News will take gold lower. Yeah, I think so. If you grab some daily highs, you know, you could see gold back down at these lows here. You've had a pretty nice bounce off this support already though. But you have to also imagine anyone who's buying gold stops are going to be down here. But also, if you are going to have that big push down today, where are you going to tap into first? It's going to be above these daily highs. If you just drop from here off the news, then you'll probably see off the back of the news you come back and grab these highs here. How's the Brizzy heat treating you, mate? I've got full aircon on blast here. Yeah, it's good, man. It's very hot. I have a little aircon thing on here as well because it gets so hot in this room. But it's good, man. I can't complain. The weather is great. It's like what, winter back home in the UK right now. So yeah, I love the heat, man. I love the heat when there's aircon on. Unfortunately, this house that we moved into, the air conditioning that it's supposed to have doesn't actually work. So I just have a little like a little aircon unit here at the door that's blowing cold air right into my face. Yeah, so I would use, so the 30 closes below. All I'd be going down and dropping on the 5 is, are we grabbing some intraday highs? Here, yes. So if we close below, then on the next top wick of the 30, I can then look for them sells. So if you get a nice closure on the 30 below this level, you can essentially be looking for some sells and look to do something like this or like this. That's actually a little double top there now. Yeah, a little double top. So I would still need to see a little liquidity grab on the 5 minutes. So I couldn't take this. I need to see these highs re-grab, close below, and then I can do the exact same thing. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. How do you find your range? Off the hourly. I got this range today based off the hourly. Win a trade and get the aircon team round to fix it. Yeah, it's not even that I already did that, but it's not even that it needs fixed. The people who own the house, for some reason, just removed where the aircon was. I don't know if maybe it was too old and they needed to replace it and they didn't, but yeah. We wouldn't have moved in if we knew that was the case because it gets so fucking hot. The only room we have aircon in is downstairs in our living room. So when I trade, like watch New York in the evening, I do it from downstairs in the aircon. Just getting into high time frame, which is a great tip. Yeah, it's very key, Tom. Yeah, it's very key. Like if you go to the 15 and the 15 is still looking noisy, just zoom out. You go to the 30, it's probably looking cleaner. If the 30 is not looking cleaner, go to the hourly. And only once the the hourly then makes sense, wait for the closures on that, and then you can start scaling back down again. When I first started intraday trading, like I don't know, however long ago now, I would just jump straight into the 5. And like I say, as much as I love the 5 minute, it's a terrible time frame to get a bias off. It's only for execution. Yeah, pretty much, Harry. Yeah, I just like to see, I just like to see clean volume. Even the trade we took on Tuesday, even though it was a great trade, it wasn't actually the cleanest. Like it did kind of mess around a lot, even though it was a, don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic trade. I'll show you a kind of nicer example of what you want. So although it was a great trade, that's where we took it off that 5 minute. You want something more like this, where it grabs the lows and then just just has good volume. If you ever get in a trade and it starts to do shit like this, just look to close the trade at break even. It's not worth it. If it's a true liquidity grab, like this one here, you grab the lows, close back above, and you just run. That's the trades you want. Exactly the same that once we had the entry here on Tuesday, then it did end up running beautifully. But when it starts going, bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, doji, bearish, you want to be careful. And I'm here using the 1 minute. Yeah, good job. Yeah, I can't go to the 1 minute personally. I think I've maybe taken a trade on the 1 minute a handful of times, but yeah, I personally just prefer the 5. I haven't really watched the 1 minute enough to really say though. Just want a GU trade using the liquidity strategy. Good job, Tom. Very nice. Very, very nice. Mario, I don't think so. Which is, yeah, it's you can if you do it on TradingView. If you're on TradingView settings trading, you can change it to ticks here instead of money. You can change it to ticks. But if you do it on Tradeovate, I unfortunately don't believe there is a way. Someone may know otherwise, but I have tried to look for that before because I don't like to see my P&L, and I couldn't really find anything. Read on FAQ from the top step, we can't send the payout policy. If you withdraw 100% of the profits, accounts gets reset to zeros, meaning you get funded once. Yeah, well, if you make like, let's say you make 10,000 on top step, you withdraw 50%, and then the other 50% stays in your account as a buffer to help you build the account. If you want to withdraw all of it, then you'll just be closing the account. Yeah, it's best just to like say if you make 10,000, get 5,000 out, build it up again, and then do it again. not do a challenge again, just keep trading that same account, because if you prove consistency on Top Step, you know, eventually you'll be able to change them rules. But if you get funded on a 50k and you make some money and you're like, you know what, I just want to take 100% and go for 100, then, you know, of course in that situation it would make sense just to take 100% and just close it and move on to a bigger size. But if you got funded with like 150, it'd just be best to build it up and then keeping that buffer, because then you can have bigger risk management drawdown. 1 minute for Naz. Yeah, I have some guys in Discord who trade Naz on the 1 minute. Oh, there you go. Tom's got one. How did you get that? Oh, there you go. There you go. Tom's got it there. Do you have to trade them all individually? No, Justin, you can use a trade copier that's built into the broker, which is pretty good. I'm just waiting for this hourly closer on gold. It's going to be quite nice, be a pretty nice rejection. But no, yeah, you can use a trade copier that's built into the broker, whichever one you pick. Know about trading view ticks using a different. Yeah, that's good, Mario. That's how I do it as well. That's the best way to do it. I don't like to see my same position on the same place I do analysis as well. We're gonna get this hourly close here on gold. If you open with an instant top wick, you may get some sells, because you're respecting this resistance pretty nicely. And if you respect this resistance, you may tap back down into it's very, very messy in here, but you may come back down into here. I'm just looking at these wicks and I'm just looking at all of this here. I mean, you do have, it's quite hard to see because it is so short. It's quite hard to draw some levels on gold right now, but maybe even here you probably want to be break even. Support, yeah, probably there. Resistance, yeah. If you get any shorts, that's probably gonna be your break even point at what? 14 ticks is a bit annoying. So close below this low, instant top wick, and you may have some sells. Do you only trade your personal? Riley, mainly personal, but I like to try and take the trades on Top Step as well. It's difficult though. I have definitely been missing quite a lot because I can't copy trade personal and funded on futures. So you have to remember to take them both. But when it's like, you know, Tuesday trade, it's too quick. It's hard to have consistency on it when you're trying to trade personal and funded. So just on futures, you know, you'd be better off just doing one or the other. Holy shit, it's hot. 2 minutes here. 2 minutes till we get this close. Be able to in Top Step X comes out. I don't believe so. Because I have personal on Ninja and then Top Step on Tradeovate, so I can have both tabs open here, Tradeovate and web app on Ninja. So they're on two different platforms, because if you had personal on Tradeovate and funded on Tradeovate, well, when you log into the funded section, you go into the simulation section. But obviously when you trade personal, as long as you don't trade demo, then you go into the live section. So it's two completely different components. Obviously I'm all of mine are in simulation because I only trade demo, but if anyone trades live, I don't know. So you'd have to do it, I guess. Looks like we're going to get this close below, which is nice here. Close below, top wick, and you can have some sells. Find Trader really confusing. It can be at first, but once you figure it out, it's so clean. It's really, really clean. Figure out how to place stop loss and TP. They're just orders. So if you sell gold here, then you're selling contracts. Your stop loss is buying them back at a worse price. So you just put in a buy order as your stop loss. Same as the TP, it's just a buy order because you're buying back what you've sold. It's the same as what a stop loss and TP is in MetaTrader. They just call it stop loss and take profit, but all it is just buying or selling back however much you already have. Yeah, it's one of the easiest futures brokers to get used to. I love the platform. Once you get the hang of it, it's really simple the fact that you can literally just drag and drop orders, and it's so much easier to take and manage a trade than MetaTrader. It's fucking great. I can literally set a sell stop in like 2 clicks, and that's how easy it should be to take a trade. Simple as 2 clicks max. You shouldn't have to have any more thought process into taking a trade than that. You got 14 seconds here on gold. Let's see.
I had a funny feeling I wouldn't miss much on that school run.
No, he didn't, man. He didn't.
Just an inkling. You know?
See, I wanted an instant top weight to be able to sell this. Instant bottom wick means you're grabbing the lows to then potentially push higher. Slightly frustrated. Previous platform if I have executed a trade. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it's good. It's good for that, and it should be that easy. You shouldn't have to open an app on your phone, go enter in some numbers. Like, it should be literally as easy as clicking 2 buttons. You got a trade in. If it takes any more thought process than that, then you're taking too long. Can you drag and drop profit and stop loss levels? Yeah, you can. I'll show you. Gold is gonna. You grab these lows, you make it higher. All it is like, if you're in short gold sells right now and you want to have a TP down here, all you're doing is putting in a buy order, and that's your order right there. You can just drag and drop it like that. That's as quick as it is. You just close it there. You know, and the good thing about trading futures is, say if you're short 5 contracts, and you want to take partials at a level, well, then I could set an order to take 3 partials, and still have 2, and then readjust and put the 2 at break even. And you can literally just drag that wherever, and that is literally as quick as it is. Same as if you're in the sells and you know you want to put in your stop loss, you just put in your buy order. Because this is an instant bottom wick here, you may look for some longs. I didn't want this to create an instant bottom wick because you're grabbing previous hourly lows and tapping straight back into this level, which if we did get shorts from here, this is our break even point. You can see on the future chart, you're just grabbing a little double bottom there.
It's still a double top on the future chart on the 5 minute.
Sorry?
There's still a double top on
There
the
is.
future chart
There is.
on
There
the
is.
5 minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I can't share it on here, Brian, unfortunately. It's only when I do it on the stream deck on YouTube. If you go back and watch it, you can. Yeah, I wish I could do Zoom through how I do OBS here on YouTube, because it'd be so much easier. Because I can literally just click button and flick between charts, and I can show you guys on Zoom the actual executions as well. Look at this push! What a motherfucker! Look at this. If we had that top weight, this is what I wanted. It's already 17 ticks. Needs to be taken. Yeah, it does. So now I'm just kind of trying to think where we were potentially tapping into before pushing higher. You're grabbing all these 30 lows, which is what we needed to do before a potential push up. Like I said, this is why I said don't buy here. You're never gonna buy from here. You need to come and grab intraday lows before getting the push. So if you tap this support and start breaking this high, you know you may keep pushing higher. Oh really? Niche advanced. Two windows. Ah, yes you can. Nice. Legend, good man, thank you. Can control and click 2 windows. Yeah, nice. Nice one, man. You know, man, you know all the secret commands. I'm in gold cell, yeah, good job, Tom. Yeah, it's if you're in gold cells, you want to be managing around here. This is the level where you could tap into before re-breaking the highs, and that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for here. because you can see how strong this level is. Like it's very hard. It's probably around there. Previous 30, no bottom wick. Yeah, very true, man. Very, very little. Very little. You got to see it. It's, you know, it's very likely going to do something like this. So you pretty much just want to be playing ranges today, because that's all you're really, you know, you're not going to have an impulsive move down here in London or an impulsive move up here in London. You're going to create some big ranges, and that's all you need to work out. Where's that going to be, and then you can just play it from highs to lows, and that's the trade you're taking. You know, these ranges can be like 50 plus ticks, and that's all you can really take advantage of today, because you're not going to see a massive impulsive move. But if you start pushing down from here, you know, then you got very easy buys later on into the US sesh. But that's quite a while away. There's the 4 hour looking. Well, there you go. You got massive 4 hour resistance grabbing previous 4 hour highs, starting to close back down. So on the 4 hour, you made. God, it's so hard to draw any good levels on this. Tap back into there ish. I'm trying to wig. Yeah, too tight to take it yet. I would have got some sells on this current push if this 30 came up to retest this level before pushing down. Like I said, but this opened and instantly pushed down. If it opens like this and instantly push down in the hourly, don't jump in sells on the first 6 minutes of an hourly. You need to see a decent top wick, which if you'd got it up into here, I'll play this little range. Two days worth of previous daily highs untapped above. Yeah, absolutely, Graham. If you look at it now, it's almost like 3, which gold is, you know, never gonna do. See here? Gold is never going to drop respecting all 3 of these highs, so you're still looking to buy up into these today. You can take some intraday sells, like I said, for this little move down, absolutely, but it would just be an intraday trade. Let me see your play, Tom. Yeah, because it grabbed highs. Yeah, see, that was nice, because it grabbed them highs. If you had a nice bearish closure after that, then amazing, you could have taken it, but then it did close bearish. You didn't get the top wick to then short it again. I am out. Good job, man. Yeah, good job. Yeah, nice area. And that's the range here. It was so quick, but yeah, that's the 30 tick range. Look at that. And this is right at the London Open as well. But be careful, this could start to reject at any point. Don't watch this pushing down and start jumping in sells. At any point, this could wick and still close above here. Because there's no top wick on this current 5 yet either. I don't think there is anyway. I don't think there is. No top wick. So at any point, this could wick back up. And you try, if you be like most retail traders, see this huge push down, think they've missed the move. Start jumping in sells. Before you know it, gold could just be straight back up here. We'll wait some minutes. Nah, yeah, I'll take a trade at London Open, man. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't take a trade at New York Open. It's too volatile. But yeah, I'll take a trade at London Open. No problem at all. Absolutely, it kind of gives you gives you good volume, more controlled volume, opposed to New York can just be too insane. But yeah, London volume, yeah, I had no problem taking a trade. Start the journey. How's it going, Aaron? Good, thank you, man. Yeah, start the journey. Yeah, absolutely, man. Do it, man. Do it. Make it happen. Start the travel trading journey. Asia's a great place to do it, man. A very, very good place to do it. I think did I miss someone's question before? So I think someone said, "What does FWA stand for?" Or did I make that up? I feel like I missed that somewhere. Yeah, Victor, what's FWB stand for? Futures with Aaron. Futures with Aaron. Silver ICT, this could be a trap for the ICT silver bullet traders. I'm not sure what that is, man. But this is nice because you're grabbing some lows. Like I said, it would be very likely that most retail traders will try and short here, thinking this is just going to dump, and this could easily be a bottom wick on the hourly to re-push back higher. Remember, you're 9 minutes into the hour. However the next hour is going to close, in the first like 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're going to have the false move of the hourly, because that's going to need to be the bottom wick before potentially doing something else. You know, if you take a look at this hourly, we've opened and instantly pushed down, but like if you push down into here, start rejecting, by the time it closes up here, in hindsight you could be like, fuck, how did I not see that? So that's what I'm still thinking about. This hourly could come up to create more of a top wick. Grabbing an intraday high, so you may spike the lows one more time. No bottom wick there. What do you have for a little wick, Phil? It's only 6, there's only 7 ticks. Yeah, nice man, nice. Still waiting on a 30 close. No, I could wait for a 15 now. I could wait for a 15. I wanted this 30. I mean, it actually did. It's very, very fast, like Tuesday. Like I said, I was waiting for a closure below this in the top wick, and it actually did do it. It was just that quick that it was just like, there's no way you would have caught that. Close below the top wick. You know, the way we were able to catch the one on Tuesday, and it's the exact same principle, was because the top... Wait, what? Wait, where is it? It's because the top wick on Tuesday gave us much more time. It was much, much steeper. That's how... Because that's like the exact same thing. That was the level we were watching on Tuesday. Close below top wick and take the sells. If you have a look on the 30 on gold right now, technically you did actually do that. It just happened ever so slightly that it would be... Unless someone was absolutely on the ball. You know, close below top wick. If you were very quick enough to get that, you would have made your 20 ticks for the day. Especially with trading view lag. Yeah, I wonder if it did lag before it had that push down. The 5 minute lag, well, the open lag on trading view is incredibly, incredibly long. I'm glad it's not just me. See, look at this. Anyone who tried jumping sell is going to get trapped here on gold. And if we get a nice closure, what, above here maybe, we can continue to buy it up into the hourly, continuing bullish. Range isn't good now. Range isn't good today, Brett. It's not good today, man. Very choppy. It's expected before CPI, you know. I still think gold's going to have a fantastic move today. Whether it comes in London, you know, we'll see. We're in 12 minutes into the London Open here. Some building funded challenge. Increasing risk as capital increases. Ooh. If this 5 minute closes bullish, I'm going to have some longs. This looks like the Asia setup the other day. Where was it? Here. Like this. This looks very similar to this. If we start closing back above here, we're going to have some buys on gold. So I said don't jump in these sells. Well, if you did take a sell, it's amazing. That's your TP area, this low here, and that support. That's why I said don't jump in shorts. Don't FOMO in like most retail traders. Most retail traders see this aggressive push down. They think, oh my god, I've missed the move. Let me take it. Let me jump in sells. Before you know it, you're straight back into drawdown. So if I get a nice 5 minute closure back above this level, bottom wick, I could look to play this range here in what? 1.5 minutes. But yeah, Tom, you can do that. You can increase your risk as you increase the account, but do it very gradually. Do it very gradually. I try not to mess around with risk management too much. If you start messing around with risk management, you're going to screw yourself over at some point. That's a fuck you candle. Yeah, it's a massive fuck you candle. It's a very, very big one. 52,500 in my 50k top step account. Good work, man. Great work. made $800 from my strategy so far. Hopefully I can make 1,000 more today. Good man, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I would like to join you on that, to be honest. So ideally, because this is the liquidity grab by the looks of it, you shouldn't need to come back down to here because you know, you already kind of grabbed it. You grabbed this low, pushed higher, so you shouldn't need to come near here. This should be enough of a liquidity grab that you'll mirror something like this and keep pushing higher. Yo, what's up? Aaron, what's up, man? What's going on? Make around $350 a day. Good man. Amazing work, man. Amazing work. So 5 minutes not closed above just yet, unfortunately. That's the 15 closure as well. Massive wick rejection still closing below. Very difficult day. Very difficult day. But yeah, I still personally am bullish on gold. I'm bullish on gold before CPI. I think gold's going to go much higher than this today. There's no way. I mean, there's a way. There's always a way, but there's a very unlikely chance that gold's going to push down into here without grabbing these highs today. I'm just going to zoom out a bit here. I'm a bit too zoned in. I can't really see what's going on. Yeah. It's overall buys on gold looks like a pretty easy trade. Because if you think, look, like what do retail traders do? Retail traders who draw basic market structure do this and be like, okay, cool, come up into this verge, I'm going to sell here and I'm going to put my stop loss just above here because the textbook told me we're going to get a continuation. Oh, not about that part. But likelihood is if you're going to keep pushing down, you're very likely going to do something like this, and then you may keep pushing down. You know, this is textbook market structure. This is real market structure. That's why everyone fucking hates trading so much. If you understand that, then that's how you can trade into it. The textbook will tell you, oh cool, when you pull back like this, take a sell, put it above the previous high, and then you get a nice play back down. And if you do that in real markets, it never fucking works, especially on gold. So if we can see that gold can still do something like this to grab this high, which is these highs, we want to be buying up into that. And if we buy back up into that, that's over 100 ticks. And then if we want to take the sales later on, amazing, we can. But that would be my move for the day. I wouldn't even be worried about sales if I managed to catch a decent partial of that short up. Well, I would a little bit because the shorts are still good and I'm a greedy mofo and that's still 300 ticks, but that would still anchor you pretty nicely on the day. And you can probably draw it as, you know, you don't even, if you guys want to keep it clean, you can probably just, well, whatever you find clean, you can probably do it as a trend line like this. And as soon as you start, you know, tapping back up into these regions, most retail traders will be looking to do something like this. They're like, cool, third touch of a trend line. My mentor told me to short third touch of trend lines. Before you know it, you'll see this, and then you'll see this. And this will be your trade. And then this could also be your trade. So I am still wanting to get these longs on gold because, you know, hourly still trading above this, above all of this. Closed above, retesting, could still easily just keep pushing higher. So on the hourly, until the hourly closes aggressively bearish, I would still like to buy gold, but I will only buy gold on the intraday once you get the closure back above here. Thank you, Aaron, for all the gems in your videos. I plan to join your mentorship when I have available funds. Keep up the excellent service. You're changing lives for the better. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate the kind words, man. It's a pleasure to have you on stream. That's a real nice message there. Yeah, that's a very nice message, Tom. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Very kind words. That's all we're doing here. We're just creating a place to give you guys some free good education and create a little community here. You're welcome. Thank you, Other Tom. Other Tom, you have to say it as well. And taking over the world, yeah, absolutely. And still, you know, and still taking fantastic trades like the one on Tuesday. I'd like another one. I would. I'd like another one like this. It's nice to see this one come up. This is the trades that when these play out, it's like, man, these are the trades you want. And if you take one of them a couple of times a month, you know, you're chilling. But they should come up more than that. But you know, if you guys, you know, are maybe having a somewhat quiet start to the year, don't worry, because overall, so are the markets. So don't be too worried. Don't beat yourself up. We're realistically 4 days into the new trading year. This is the first week back. So if you guys have had a great week this week, or even if you haven't, it's the first week back. You've got plenty and plenty of time to still have a fantastic year and month.
And 3 break-evens in.
3 break-evens.
No losses.
Yeah, it's good, man.
3 break-evens.
It's good, man. Nice 27 pips. That's alright, okay, that's all good, man. We'll get that back on one trade.
Last night would have been a nice one.
Which one, sorry?
Last night I could have had a nice one, but it was another break-even around, say, 1750 UK time. 5 minutes.
Down here?
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
There, yeah. It's
Yeah, that was nice.
slow red.
Because you had these lows to grab, and then you grab the highs,
Yeah.
and then you close with no top wick. Yeah, that was
At a
different.
level like that. No, it wasn't that one. Yeah, it was that one there. There you go.
Best one?
And yeah, we got the, there you go. And I went off the break of this handle.
Yeah.
Target was that.
Yeah. And
But,
that as well.
Yeah, messed up. Like, I didn't realize there was news at 18:02.
No, neither did I. Was it oil news or some shit?
I don't know. I just closed the laptop in it.
Yeah, I don't blame you, yeah.
And then it dropped 50 pips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it was valid? As I got your attention.
Only thing I would have said is you kind of almost had a double top there. And
Yeah.
that was this here was a great target. Only thing is here you are almost selling right into support. I kind of, you know, for this whole push down here, you hadn't really grabbed any 5-minute highs. And surprisingly,
Yeah.
it actually didn't. The news was clearly too volatile, but I would actually have been looking for maybe something like this, to be honest. Grab some intraday highs
Yeah.
and then continue pushing. But it ended up not doing that
Yeah.
and just completely breaking, so...
The chart I sent you, the last chart, like the last note was to take this out. But
Yeah.
as it broke below, like that candle there was a strong candle close below. I thought, I can't. If it drops, I'm just gonna kick myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a nice level to coming into today. But ended that, it was a weird time. But yeah, it'd been a nice level to look for buys up into.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
is
keep
this...
it. Thank you.
No worries, man. This 30 is going to close aggressively bearish. We're creating a 15 double bottom here now as well. So you're going to dip a little bit lower here on gold to at least grab these lows. Could you take advantage of that sell? We need to push up for it to be worth it, because right now it's like 5 ticks. But there's no way you're going to rip the highs without grabbing this, or if you do leave this, then that'll be a CPI level. But today I think you're very likely going to at least spike this out before potentially pushing up. So I think you're going to see gold dip down a little bit more. If you can spike up a little bit higher and make the range worth it, you could sell into that. 10 ticks, you'd have to spike up into at least here again for it to be worthwhile. Because you've reclosed, it's so fucking choppy, but you've reclosed back below here. Close below, back above, back below. You might close back above. But if you wick down, sells into that could be nice. Look at this price action. 12.24% up for gold for the month so far. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Amazing. 5-minute close back above, unfortunately, which is frustrating because you have a double bottom here now. As we know, gold is never going to reject the double bottom for ripping higher. Or if you do start closing back above here, then you may leave that as a nice downside for later on. But if gold's going to have a push up, you're going to do this. You wick it, wick out the lows, push higher. Support, wick out the lows, push higher. Just curious, for today's CPI or any red folder, how much time do you wait after news just for an entry? It depends. I don't really have a time limit. It depends if the setup's there. Like I said, I'm not a news trader, so I don't really care about news. As long as I have clear liquidity levels to short or buy gold into, like he did off NFP, sometimes it can be as quick as 5 minutes after I can be looking to jump in a trade. All depends on how it's moving, to be honest. It depends if you trade news or not. When I used to do all my back testing sessions, I would never back test whilst looking at what news happened a couple of years ago. All news is manipulation into our levels and volume. So as long as the technicals are in play, I could take a trade at the news. As long as I have clear levels, like I did on NFP last week, and we had an insane amount of levels on gold to come and grab last week. We had an absolutely crazy amount of levels to come and grab. So in this situation, you'd pretty much be wanting, closure anywhere above here, then you can start be looking for a trade. And we also had downside targets of this double bottom to grab as well. So my levels were already in play last week before the news even came in. So as soon as you start closing back above here, you could be buying gold here up into these highs, risking off this support, and that's your trade. So it all depends on how it's moving. Could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes, but it's not really like a set time. It just depends on how it's moving. If this 30 closes back above here, so the Momo is down. I found your stream, so sorry if I'm a bit lost here. That's all good, man. Nah, for me, gold's still bullish. I'm bullish on gold up into these highs here. I think this push down is a retail trap to get people trying to jump in sells. I don't believe this is the start of sells. I believe gold. Well, overall today, I think you may see gold. Obviously, it depends on how news goes, but overall today on gold, I think you could see it back down here. But if we're going to have that push down into there, you're going to grab daily highs before having that push. Because if you have a look at gold on the daily right now, it's basically a triple top. You've respected each of the past 1, 2, and current 3 daily highs, which if gold's going to have a big push down, it's never going to do that. So if you don't grab these highs before news and you keep pushing down, then you can buy up into them as well. Take it both sides. If gold's going to have a big push down like this, what are you going to do? You're going to grab previous daily highs, leave the last ones open, and that's going to be your trade. So if you grab the highs before news, you could take some sells. If you don't grab the highs before news, you may be able to buy back into that, because the weekly has also grabbed previous weekly lows, which is also interesting. If this was a double bottom, then I'd be more confident to take sells into that. You're actually grabbing weekly lows already. And the way that I will know which way I want to trade news will all depend on what you are grabbing or not grabbing before. So if you don't grab these highs before the news, I could look for buys up into that. That sounds so logical. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. That's the thing. Like, I used to be one of these traders in the beginning of my journey where I'd be like, cool, I think gold's going to come up into here, then it's going to go sell. And I would literally wait for price to push up like 100 ticks into this level and then try and force sells. But it's like, if I think gold's going to come all the way up into here, it's like, well, I'll buy up into that. I'll make money on the way up, and then if I want to take some sells, I'll make money on the way down. But if sells don't work and gold just keeps pushing up, well, not only would I have taken a loss, but I've also wasted time and wasted an opportunity to take the other side. It's like our job is to anchor ourselves in a position where we're predicting as little as we can. And the way we do that is if we have scenarios drawn, and there's nothing wrong with doing, and this is why I don't like forecasting, but if you do stuff like this and you're looking for this before this, like, that's fine, but you know, be open to the fact that you could also take advantage of these moves up. Because what's to say when price gets into these highs here, you don't just keep ripping higher? Absolutely nothing. So expose yourself to the fact that anything can happen. And if we now know that if we're going to have this huge push down today, you're at least going to grab these daily highs, well, then that's your trade for the day. And if you want to get sells later on, that's fine. But buying up into these daily highs, to me, is the most logical idea right now. Even if, you know, let's just say, as an example, gold's not doing anything, so I'm just going to give you guys some other value. Let's just say from now until news, gold just does this and just ranges. And then as news comes out, you see something like this. That's fine. If we do that, then amazing. I'll be looking for the buys, and that'll be my trade. Or if you grab highs before the news, then that's fine. That will be my trade. I let the markets tell me which way we're going to go depending on which high or low we're going to grab first. Exactly the same with NFP. If NFP was going to have to rip into this double top and this double top up here, what are we likely going to do first? We're going to grab the lows. So as we're grabbing the lows, amazing, that's the liquidity grab to the lows. I can look to buy up into the double top. If we had grabbed the double top first, amazing, I could short into the double bottom. And that's pretty much how you trade news. News can be pretty easy to trade once you understand liquidity. It was exactly the same. It's going to be quite hard for me to go back and find it. And this was one of the trades that we took when we were in Vietnam. I'm going to have to go quite far back here. Here, this right here. This again, this move here and this move here. These were all news moves. So what I was basically saying is, you know, if gold's going to push down on news, you're at least going to come and grab this high. If we're going to push up, we're at least, going to grab this low here. So as we're grabbing the lows, amazing, that's my direction. Whereas most retail traders will see it grabbing the lows and try taking sells. They'll be like, oh, cool, well, the hourly's just closed bearish. I'm going to look to take some sells. And they get absolutely rinsed. But for me, if we grab the lows, that's the false move before the real move, then I can start taking buys. Literally the exact same thing here as well. This was news again. And we had an insane amount of liquidity up here as well. If we grab the lows first, my direction is to buy up into the opposite side. So whichever way news comes out, or if we, grab lows before news, then fine, you can take buys. And that's the way I personally trade news. And these buys from here that I had in November was one of my biggest holds of 2023, and I shared it at some point on my Instagram. I can probably go back and find it, of the screenshots of the actual position. And I held this all the way up throughout the whole entire Vietnam trip, like all the way back up into like up here. It was one of my biggest holds of 2023. It was all based off that simple concept. News grabs the lows, amazing, I go longs, and this thing just kept running and running and running, and it was absolutely insane. And I think I was starting to cover somewhere up here. Obviously, I secured like way more like around here, but I held runners for a very 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 long hold. If anyone wants me to find it, let me know. I can probably go try and find it. And that's literally exactly what I'll do today. Because although I think gold may come back down into here, on an intraday perspective, we have already grabbed these lows here. I still believe you're going to come all the way back down into here. Because what did you not do before this current push up? You never re-grab these lows. And if gold is going to have a huge move up back up into here, you're always going to come and grab these lows before having that move. So my liquidity levels before the news is these highs up here and this low down there. If on the news we instantly spike up, amazing, I'm going to look for some sells back down into here. If before the news we stay in this range, I'll just wait to see what gets grabbed first. Nearly 2 buyers. That's why I'm just kind of, I'm not actively looking at this just yet. It's just, London's bound to be a little bit funny today. But hopefully you guys are getting value either way. New knowledge unlocked for trading news. Thanks, Aaron. No worries. Do you wait for closing on higher time frame after news, or you trade based off the price action point? Yeah, it just depends on the price action. If we start grabbing this high on the hourly, I'll drop down to the 5 minute and look for some bearish closures to then look to take it back down, and I'll look for on the 5 minute, little intraday liquidity grabs, re-grab in the highs, and then closing back bearish, like exactly the same as the trade we did on Tuesday, and then I'll be able to take it. So as soon as you start coming up into here, then I'm going to drop down to the 5. Knowledge bombs each stream. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Alman. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. YouTube guys, drop a little like for the stream. Sharing a lot of value here today and giving you guys a whole entire game plan on what to do for that news later on. I haven't had a trade here in London, but I don't really give a shit. It's just, it's ranging. We jumped on when price was almost in the exact same place to where it started. So don't be annoyed that you haven't got a trade here today. You guys have still learned something, and you guys have not been like most retail traders who would have tried to jump in this short and got trapped. I still believe, if we're going to grab these highs, you're at least going to come back down into here. You're currently grabbing previous 15 highs. Could give you a trade, but you have to ask yourself, is the volume worth the risk? This is a 10 tick range, and this current range is 5. Goldie range right now. Yeah, Goldie's just, having a little range. We're letting her do her thing. Chilling. How would you hold a runner you decided to hold for so long? The daily from that point on was just so bullish. It was just so bullish. Here. Down here. Look at that. That day closed. It's like, oh no, sorry, no, it wasn't there. Wait, when was that? No, sorry, it was down here. And I think I had like double tops up here to come and grab on the daily. I had higher time frame liquidity levels to come and grab, which was this double top up here. Why is this a double top? Because anyone who would have, and this is pretty much what we're doing right now, anyone who would have sold here, stop loss above this high here, looking for this huge play back down. But what did you not do before this push down? You never grabbed the highs. So I had lots of higher time frame levels to come and grab. I didn't know we were going to rip all the way up into all-time highs. I was just following the trend from that point on. And pretty much, as soon as you start closing back above this support, resistance back above there, it's just non-stop pushing up. If you started to close back below, I would have just secured the runners. But yeah, after that, boom. The amount of people who would have been trying to take sells here as well, they got absolutely rinsed. So I had higher time frame levels to play it back up into. Exactly the same here, what we're doing today on the 5 minute is all based off what I can currently see on the daily, which is coming to grab previous daily highs before a potential pushback down. So when I drop down to the 5, I know what I want to see. I know my direction. I never go into the 5 and try and figure out a direction. My direction is already in play. And these are my liquidity levels, and I just trade into them. That's the direction. That's the hard part done. Once you can understand where price is going to very likely be drawn to, that's the hard part done. From then on out, it's just trading into it. Trading breakouts into that, and it's as simple as that. the liquidity levels give you the direction. All you need to do is just find entries into it. That's why when I share all the liquidity levels on Discord, that's the hard part. Understand, and they get hit with a very, very high win rate. But finding the entry into that is then that's all your job is. But once you have it, you know where price is going to go. Amazing. Let's see how choppy this is here. Grabbing previous 15 highs though, I still think you're going to dip back down. If you start closing back below here, I'll have sells down into here for a potential quick scalp if the range is big enough. What is it? Yeah, 13, that's fine. Patience, this morning will pay off big time, 100% man. We've had it plenty of times. We've been on stream for like 2 hours or an hour and a half, done nothing, and all of a sudden in one 5-minute candle we can have a trade. What levels did we have recently? Boobies in the chat. Yeah, absolutely. I'll get to the 5 minutes. Show you guys here. What is it? NFP. So shared on literally what I was just saying is what I shared on NFP before. These were all our liquidity highs, so they were all mapped out before, and all we're literally saying is amazing. If you grab the lows, then there's your trade, and there's the after. Not business, you know, we do these all the time, literally all the time. Triple bottom, where's price going to go? It's going to grab that triple bottom. Yeah, it's meant for. Just to share all of the levels that always get hit with a very, very good winning. If this 15 doesn't grab the lows, if you get top wick, you can have some sells on gold in a second. FOMO can count, absolutely. I'm going to go to the 5 minute here because I think as long as this doesn't grab the lows, they're going to have a 15 triple bottom and that can be a trade. So this is the liquidity level to watch right now for gold. There's me of the stream. For some reason when I opened Discord it fucked up. Apologies. I'm moving house soon. I'll try and turn my camera off a little bit if it makes a difference. So enjoying this. I need a new perspective for the year and think this might be the answer. Good to hear, James. Keep tuning into the streams, man. No. That doesn't like G-Wagons. Oh no, don't do it. It's going to instantly grab the lows. Didn't really get even a top wick there. Refresh the page. Nah, it's my internet. I don't know. Australia has probably the worst internet in everywhere I've ever been, but I am moving house soon. So hopefully where I move to does have better internet. So I apologise, but it was because I opened Discord that it went on bonkers. Hope it doesn't grab the lows. Yeah, me neither. I wanted to top wick first. I mean, it's going to grab the lows, but I want to short into that. That's the little trade I would take. So if we don't grab the lows here and instantly top wick in the next 5 minutes, you know, if it can be worth it. So you'd have, where would you have to push up to be worth it? You'd have to push back to like here. You came up, you re-grabbed the highs, didn't close below, then closed below, no top wick, and instantly pushed down. So if you come back up and retest that, cool. Got 800, I think it's tail shot. Yeah, the max I can get on mine is like 40, man. It's absolutely insane. It's that bad that I had to get a 5G unit, but it's just the house for some reason. They said that's the best you can get in your area. It was painfully bad. It was like 40 megabytes per second or something stupid. I was paying for the most expensive one, and I couldn't even use it. It's only once I called them and was like, "Why is my internet so shit?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, you're paying for a top one, but unfortunately you can't get it at your address." I was like, "Oh yeah, good one, nice one, mate." Lots of dropout areas on Sunny Coast. Yeah, there is, man. There is. I'm moving closer back to Brisbane, so hopefully it will be better. If we can pull back here on gold, I am gonna look for some sells. Stream YouTube at 720 instead of HD. Is that me or is that them? Can I do that? How did I fucking do that? Maybe I can. Topsa had a poll yesterday, Wi-Fi or hardwired. If you're a former Wi-Fi, that may be cause. Yeah, hardwire. Yeah, I'll give it a try. If I did an internet speed now, it'd probably fucking crash the entire stream. So I'll give it a go after this. It's not laggy on Zoom. I just don't know why on YouTube it just goes really laggy. When you were 3, I was getting 52. So yeah, this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple bottom right here now on gold. So I want to take some sells here. Do you have a link to your Discord? The link to join the community is in the description of this live stream. But that's not. I'm not here to sell you guys now. You can just tune into the streams for free. But if you do want to join it, then that's where it is. Maybe that's a sales tactic. Maybe I secretly make the YouTube streams laggy on purpose, so you have to join the Zoom. Now I'm really getting exposed. 12. Yeah, 12's not bad. 12's not bad. Dial-up. I remember dial-up. Fuck yeah, I remember dial-up. The crazy noises it used to make before you could even fucking get it going.
I'd take 12 now, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd take 12. That's what I mean. I was just kind of trying to measure here, like where would you need to come into to at least even get 10. So if we have at least wanted 10,
yeah,
you'd have to come up into a little bit more. You may just push from here, but I just don't think it's worth the risk. Not worth the risk. But I mean, you're very, very likely going to grab these lows. There's no way gold's not going to grab these lows.
Yeah, there's a lot of influences that are taking those up, isn't there?
Yeah, I would have loved to have sold into it. Ooh, S&P already broke through 2023 high pre-CPI. Message from Lewis. Very interesting. Very interesting. 37.6. Ooh, nice. I think that's a great entry. Let me see. 37. Yeah, it's a lovely entry, man. Good job. A very nice entry. Grab the highs, close back bearish. Yeah, great entry, man. Great entry. You'll be looking to target that double bottom, because if you think anyone who is trying to buy gold right now, what are they going to be doing? They're going to be doing something like this. So this here is a retail trap, and you're going to see gold spike out these lows. I would have loved to have sold into that for a little quick scalp for the day. Unfortunately, it's not going to give it. Well, you could have scalped it from here, but it's not worth the risk. If you got it from here, yeah, amazing. Amazing.
Enter 10% of your capital, and that's a big gain.
Yeah, you could enter. So what do you have here? You got two ticks into the lows. You could open 100 contracts and make a pretty nice return if you really wanted.
I know of someone that would do that.
Why would you not take a long from the lows? Because that's a retail trap. You haven't grabbed anything, so you need to grab the lows first. Retails will try and buy off this support, this rejection here, put their stop loss just below this low. I want to sell into where most people are trying to buy, and that would be my trade. So there you go, you're grabbing the lows now. I would have shorted it if you dip back up into this level for it to be worthwhile. So anyone who was buying gold from here or here, where's their stop? Below that low. So what are you doing now? You're stopping out retail traders. There you go. Like I said, the reason this is a liquidity low because it didn't grab anything, and when you come back down to it like this, then only when you come back down to this, then does it become a liquidity low, because then that's a double bottom, and people do this. So what have you done now? You've grabbed the lows but not actually closed below. So you just stopped out retail traders who jumped the gun too early and probably did something like this. Poor bastards. James, let's have a look. I think it is. Yeah, it is. It very, very much is. Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah. I wanted to short this top wick. I just wanted this to retest a little bit more, and I would have loved to have short this pullback here. That would have been a fucking great one. If we just pulled back up a little more of a top wick on this hourly, that would have been our trade for the day. Had they just joined the group, they would have known. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Exactly. Awesome, $800. Good job, Carlo. Good shit, man. Double bottoms at 28.62. 28.62. 28.62. Around here. In my 50k top step, day one. Good job, man. Patience pays. See, patience pays. Must be nice. I haven't got anything today. What more do you want? Exactly. That's you done for the day. Now you go to bed, come back tomorrow, and do it all over again. What's preventing you from thinking it could continue? James, you mean like what could stop me from thinking it could still go up? Do you mean? I wanted to sell that motherfucker. Down. Because as long as it's grabbed the highs at a key level of resistance, then that's great, because, you know, like, anytime gold is going to have like a push down, it's never just going to tap the level once. It always has to re-grab the highs, and then that can be your trade. If it doesn't do that, then you never want to take a trade like this. You have to see this. If you re-grab the highs and still, you know, like close back below, and this is one big wick, then that's great. That's your trade. And then you can be looking for the play down like that. That's an absolutely terrible draw. And that's actually the short that I wanted here. I wanted the short off of this. All I wanted was this hourly to give more of a top wick up here. But that's the only top wick we got on this hourly open, which is very, very rare. The only top wick we got on the hourly was less, just about one tick. If we had got it more up into here to fulfill the 3-pin pattern, which would normally be left shoulder head, right shoulder, I would have been selling that all day long. Only minus 15 pips now. Good job, man. Love how gold moves. Yeah, Carlo, yeah, gold moves amazing, man. Gold moves amazing. What do you use the futures chart like? GC? Because the futures chart can leave double tops and double bottoms, where the currency chart will grab it, and that small little thing is very, very important to my plan. So although I'm analyzing here on the gold spot chart, I'm executing off the futures. Casper, you will have an email on how to get verified, man, and then it'll be in the announcements channel. You'll be able to join it, man. Look at this push. I would have loved to have been in this. Damn. This is this whole pullback we spoke about. If we had just the Forex gods were good to us today and gave us a top wick, it would have been done before CPI. Now we have to revenge trade CPI, and that's not what we want to do, but it leaves us no choice. Welcome in as well, Casper, man. Pleasure to have you in. After the Zoom, be sure to check the welcome video, man. I'll guide you through it all. Put that quick scalp down on 5. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It was very nice. I wanted to scalp this little move down here as well. All I wanted was just a little pullback for it to be worth it. Like I would have taken this little scalp down if we had just tapped into maybe here. Only because it had to make sense. Because as soon as you start grabbing these lows, you have to be break even. You know, it's a real trader, as most of the time it's hanging around chatting. This is real life photo trading. It isn't all high octane buying and selling, just waiting. Pure mundane and boring. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. Yeah, most of our money is made when we're waiting. Like I waited all day for this move yesterday. I didn't get this run up. I waited all day for this, and I don't doubt that I'll still get a trade here today. But I just got to let it come to you, and don't know when to trade and when not to trade. Don't get me wrong, I would have fucking loved to have been in this short, but you don't catch it, just accept it, wait for the next one, which is always right around the corner, which will be gold buys. If this keeps dropping pre-CPI, you may see gold rip higher today. You may see gold rip higher. If pre-CPI you hover around here, then you could boom and just completely push higher. Very possible. That's why it's important to understand what you're doing before the news. So if you hang around here before the news, news buys is a pretty good trade. It's just unfortunate we weren't able to get this little scalp down that we knew was coming. But it is what it is, it's okay. Look at gold go, yeah, look at it go. Futures have a completely different price. Yeah, I don't look at this price. I couldn't care less about this price. When I put in these orders, it's just based off the candle high or low. So when I put in the trade on, and you can go back and watch me actually execute it, I don't look at the numbers. So when I put in this order on the futures, it just goes below the low, and then that's when I just do it on the other screen. I don't care about what actual price it is. It's all based off the price action. Okay, let me. Where is it? How do I? Where's it gone? What have we done? What have I done here? Huh? Don't know what I've done. Wait. Yeah. So I'm just trading it. Yeah, they're just taking off based off the price action, nothing to do with the price, what's going on the screen. But because I've got so used to trading the spot chart that grabs double tops and double bottoms, when the futures chart doesn't, that's how I now have to trade it. Because if you look at the futures chart, sometimes it could leave a very clear double top, and if you don't notice it's being grabbed on the currency, you'll miss the trade. Do you think there's any chance it will break yesterday's low before CPI? I doubt it. It's too far away compared to how close you are to the highs, but fucking CPI can do anything. But I would expect to do something like this, and then maybe you'll come back down. I'll be surprised if you do this. I think it's way too big of a move to do today. I think the likelihood is, I mean, there's no bottom wick on this daily, so you still need to come and create a bottom wick, but you may just grab these highs first. But remember, there is no bottom wick on this. At some point, you'll grab yesterday's low, yeah, but you'll very likely wick up these highs first. And do you send out signals if we don't jump in the Zoom? Nah, no signals, man. I don't share signals. It's not a signal community, unfortunately, man. It attracts the wrong people. Not that I'm saying you're the wrong person, but signals attracts the wrong people. And the trades are just way too quick. It's literally impossible for me to execute and send it out. Like this trade on, the one we took on Tuesday. I used to share all my trades like as signals, and it's just too much. This one on Tuesday, by the time I put this into my chart and then type it out, it was already gone. There was people just about were quick enough to get it whilst even being on Zoom. But no, I don't share signals. Plus, I have no financial license. I'm purely just showing what I'm doing for entertainment purposes. I can't tell you what to buy or sell. I don't think. Enjoy, Harry, man. See you next time. And the reason I share my trades and me actually executing them here is just not so you can just copy them and make money. Like if you want to take them, that's fine. That's up to you. But they're more so to educate you on why we're taking them. So then you can take them on your own. The guys who trade full time and are the best in the community are the ones who take their own trades based off our entire plan. Although you can take them with me on Zoom, they're not there as signals. We're just here for fun and free beer. Yeah, absolutely. I've tried the whole, signal route before. It doesn't work. You'll never make money off following someone's signals. Because like if I take a trade here as a signal and you guys take it and it hits stop loss, you're gonna blame me for that trade, but that's not my fault. That's you guys taking the trade. You guys press the button, not me. You have to take responsibility in trading. And if you just follow someone else's signals all the time, you're never going to progress as a trader because you never take responsibility for your own actions. Like when I first started, I joined signal groups. When they would take a trade and it would hit stop loss, I would like have this annoyment at them, but it's like it's not their fault. It's your fault. You took the trade. And I'm never gonna progress as a trader. Like I want to create as many good traders as I can. And giving signals, unfortunately, is not that. I'm out. See you guys. See you next time, man. Enjoy. Money that's in your heart, didn't it? Help us create our own path to success. Yeah, absolutely. I trade live here, so you guys see it more for transparency purposes. I joined communities where they would do a Sunday call, and they would do a Wednesday call, and they would do a Friday call. And when they did the Sunday call, they would do all their analysis, and then on Wednesday, where you don't hear from them from Monday to Wednesday, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is the update, this is the trade that I took. And I would always be like, I could easily just draw on this risk reward tool, but yeah guys, I took this trade here. But it's like, you don't learn from that. Like I don't take no value in that. So if I trade live here on Zoom, you guys can see me live executing the position and live managing the position. And no course is ever going to give you that real value. So I don't take these so you guys can, even though I know a lot of you guys do, which is great, but I don't share them so you guys can just, get the signal. I share them so you guys can understand why. That's like, when I took this trade on Tuesday, which was a banging trade, I made sure to recap it for like half an hour so you guys can fully understand why we took this trade, because all of these trades we take is to our plan to absolute perfection. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on signals. I don't know anyone
who has the opportunity to ask you live questions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very true, man. Very true.
In the moment,
yeah.
In the emotions, in the headspace, real questions.
100%, man. When 1K to 1 million in 10 days live. Oh, I already done that, man. You must have missed that one, I think. Well, I don't. There's nothing wrong with following signals if it's like if you're using it to try and understand why the person bought from that. Like if someone sends in a signal like buy gold now, and then later on they then explain the reasons behind that, then you think like, okay, cool, well that makes a little bit more sense. On Zoom you're at work. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Some people have that as well. But I'm active in Discord after. I share all the liquidity levels, and I'm not saying you are necessarily looking for signals to get rich. I'm just saying like as a general perspective. No, unfortunately I don't. But I give all of my liquidity levels in a separate channel in Discord as well, so you can still watch them. After this London stream, closer to the news, I'll send in some more levels, and we're active in the market chat pretty much every session now, which is great. I was active in there yesterday sharing these setups and taking some trades, and yeah, I'm not just like I'm not like this is my 2 hours on Zoom. Anytime after that you don't hear from me, I'm pretty active, like all day in Zoom. Yeah, sorry, all day in Discord. I remember voice noting Aaron as I thought he was a scammer all these years ago. True story. How did you learn your strategy? Just years of adapting. I didn't necessarily learn what I do now from one specific person. Just loads of different people, timing the markets, taking little bits from lots of other people, and adapting it into what suits me the best. Over 20 years using signals, I'm still here. Paul, give us the goods, man. Give us the goods. I take signals from the markets. That's where my signals come from. Here we go. Is he still going?
I have no idea. I think he got taken down, to be fair.
Oh no.
I think the FBI came in and got him.
Enjoy, Tom. See you next time, man. I'm about to shoot as well. I'm out. Have a good night. Johnny, good luck. See you, Riley. Do you consider all peaks as liquidity levels? No. I see liquidity levels as ever there's been a time where gold has had a big impulsive move without re-grabbing a high before the drop. And just the easiest way to look at it is just support and resistance that hasn't yet been grabbed. And you know, if you see price do this and then do this, what most people will do, it's hard to draw it without imagining where wicks would be. What most people do is see this support here, and you know, this way of trading probably worked a couple of years ago, but now it's like, if you see this, most retail traders will be doing something like this. So I'm just trying to identify a level of support that hasn't yet been grabbed. If we had already done this, then obviously I'm not looking at this low, but it's just support and resistance that hasn't yet grabbed the previous high or low, which is exactly the, you know, the NFP levels. This was the big resistance. What do most people do right here? Most people sell here, put their stop above this high, looking for this huge run down, and exactly the same to the lows. People see right before NFP as well. People buy off this support. They see a bullish hourly close. Like, oh my god, amazing! Hourly just closed bullish right before NFP. This is going to go to the moon. And what does price do? Stops out the support and then stops out the resistance. Signals to me is a trading plan. Have my exactly, Paul. Very true, man. Signals come from your plan in the markets. Absolutely, man. That's where my signals come from. People can use it in the form of indicators, price action, whatever you want. Get ready for entries. Yeah, everyone's leaving now. It's time to. Now we'll start taking this serious. We'll start looking for some 1 minute snipes here. What time is news? I believe at well, let's have a look. I believe it's around 1:30 London time. Let me double check. Yeah, 1:30 London time. Yeah, 12:30 AM Melbourne time. There you go. Yeah.
I'm gonna hang around for another hour until the 4 hour close, and then if nothing, I'll just jump back on the US week.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
It's gearing up for something.
I love getting on markets to move up. Yeah, it is. Well, if you look at the 4 hour, 4 hour could easily still. You know, by the time it closes, it's so hard to draw. It's so fucking choppy, but dip back down just a little bit more before pushing up. What's your thoughts on price mirroring, and could you please break down the concept? I'm not too sure what you mean, Brian. Price mirroring? I'm not too sure. You mean like mirroring something that's happened in the past? Yeah, still to me, this level here to me is still huge on gold to be grabbed. This is such a strong level. Because what did you not do before this entire push up? You never whipped out these lows. New York Open, yeah, the New York Open. Want tonight's lotto numbers for 8:30? Yes, please. Yeah, give them an hour. Yeah, an hour behind you. Yeah, let me know what they are. Yeah, send them over, please. We'll go 50-50. We'll split it, or maybe deal done. All right, guys. I'm gonna shoot here. I'm getting pretty hungry. We've been here for 2 hours now, but we got a pretty decent game plan for today. I need to eat some food before I pass out from starvation. Learned a hell of a lot again. Yeah, good man, awesome to hear. Well, the Zoom call
Recording stopped.
was all recorded, and we will be uploaded into Discord in the next couple of hours, and I'll be active in Discord probably an hour or so before CPI. But we got some very interesting levels to watch today, so we've got plenty of time to get some trades. Yeah, Kai, right now it's too hard to tell, but I think overall we're going to need to come up and grab all of these highs. But before that, I think we need a little bit more price action. We're probably just going to bounce within this range. But I'll update closer to the news, and we'll see what we have. So enjoy Zoom, guys. I'll talk to you guys in Discord in like about 2 hours or so, and we'll see what we get. See you next time, guys. Enjoy. See you guys. Bye. Alright, YouTube fam, that's us. Are you based in Melbourne? If so, you there much? We should do a traders meetup. I am in Sunshine Coast, and I've never been to Melbourne, otherwise I would like to move to Melbourne. Not move to Melbourne, I'd like to visit Melbourne, but I have never been yet. Maybe this year I'll get out, and if so, watch out for our Instagram stories and drop me a message if I'm there at the same time as you. Always more than welcome to meet up with other new people. That goes for anyone who's in the same area as me. When I was traveling and trading, I met up with lots of other people who were following me on my journey, and it was great to catch up. But yeah, that's it for me now. London session, guys. No trades today. I didn't really expect too much leading up into CPI. But I'm going to wait for that news. You guys have my levels now. Rewatch the stream because I gave full analysis on how I think CPI is going to go. So you guys have a full game plan of what to watch for. And I'll look to watch this again in maybe like another 2 to 3 hours, maybe an hour before CPI. I might start throwing up the charts and see if there's anything clearer. But for now, I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. Hopefully you took some value. And for now, I will see you guys next time. Same time again tomorrow, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. London time. See you guys there. Trade safe. CPI, don't blow your account. You need to be here to trade another day and to do it all over again tomorrow. Enjoy, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.